I do want to tell you I apologize for not going live yesterday, even though I said I was going to go live yesterday. Um, I didn't make myself do it, which I'm making myself do it today because I didn't do it yesterday. Because I was supposed to tell you guys, I don't know if I was what I was gonna tell you per se, but I was gonna talk to you guys. Um, so a little update. I should not. Matter of fact, did I tell y'all about the whole Wells Fargo situation? Okay, just in case I told you guys about the Wells Fargo situation, they, I did get my, I did get that little mail in the mail. Sorry, I did get that letter in the mail with like the thing, and I took it up there. But because it was a money order filled out in a different name, they couldn't do anything with it, which I kind of had a feeling they weren't gonna be able to do anything anyway. But I have learned my lesson. I will no longer be doing that type of thing. Like if I'm going to help someone, it's going to be most likely with cash or on my own terms. Because one thing I realized about myself, and I need to stop. I'm not saying that how I am is bad. I feel like we do need a lot more people who are willing to give in the world. But the problem with me specifically is I try to help out each and everybody to the point where like I'm suffering myself. And this, and as crazy as it sounds, this kind of needed to happen because if it didn't happen, then I wouldn't have this changed mindset. Because again, I'm still willing to help people out. I'm still willing to donate. You know, like I'm still willing to do good, right? But this changed my thoughts and perspective, and just made me overall smarter. Because, like I said, before that even happened, I was already skeptical of the whole situation, and I should have stuck with my gut and just kept going. But foolish me. But you live and you learn, and I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. Yes, sir, indeed. Yes, sir, indeed. So it is what it is. But I don't know if you guys can see, we got progress on the arm, bro. We got progress on the arms. We are getting bigger, bro. And keep these workouts going because I needs them. What state are you from? I'm from Alabama. How you doing, Lizard? Yep. Sweet home Alabama. But we don't do none of that cousin stuff. We don't do none of that cousin stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We keep that over there. I'm from Utah. Nice, nice. How old are you? I'm in my mid 20s. Mid 20s. How old do I feel? I feel 22. I was gonna say 21, but I'm feeling 22 right now. Um, what else was I gonna say? I was looking to move around there, but I don't like the ticks that make you allergic to meat. The ticks. You mean like the bugs? Because we do got like the Lone Star tick. I might have to look that up. I might have to look that up because I'm not sure what that is. But if you do want to come to the South, I recommend a couple things. Number one, everyone down here carries firearms. All right. Like firearms are like they damn near give you one when you come down here. And alligators too. Well, that's mainly a Florida thing, but don't be surprised if you see one in the surrounding states or a couple. Y'all too? Nice, nice. You got four. Okay, okay. So you're loaded. You're ready to go at any time. I see you. I see you. Now, another thing, I think soul food is all around. I don't think soul food is just specifically for the South, but if you haven't had soul food, I suggest it in very small portions. Very small portions because soul food is it may be good, but it's very unhealthy. Very unhealthy. Utah is country as fuck, except Salt Lake. It's my birthday today. Happy birthday, Nick. Utah's bland. I feel like what would other than Utah, what would be the blandest state? Probably North Dakota. I think North Dakota would be the blandest state. Either that or Montana. Because I hardly ever hear any news about those two states. And I'm going to throw it in there Vermont. I was a cook for 7 years. The food is bland. The land here is beautiful. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some very beautiful states out here, but there's a lot of. I remember there was a. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a little backstory, right? I'm back, baby. It's Duck again. What's up, Duck? I'm gonna give you guys a little backstory of mine, right? So back in school, they gave us a little. They gave us, and it wasn't really a pamphlet. It was like a sheet. It was a sheet that had icons on every state, right? Idaho had potatoes. Wisconsin had cheese. Florida had oranges, and a couple other states had, you know, different symbols, but not too many states. When you look at the other states, well, sorry, when I looked at the other states, I never saw anything special about North Dakota, Vermont, or Montana. And every single time I thought about Montana, I thought about Hannah Montana. I haven't seen you in months. I forgot about you. SpongeBob Hat Never Dies. Yeah, I've not been consistent with the lives, bro. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get back consistent again. Um, I gotta kind of make myself do it, just like the way I'm making myself work out. And as long as I do that, I think I can keep going every day, if not every day, every other day, because I need to just make myself do it. I live in something we call the bowl. Every direction you look at, there are mountains in the background, and I can tell you where I'm looking at the mountains. There's no flat ground here. None. Well, yeah, actually, you know what? You know what? You know what? That's another thing I saw on the maps. Another thing they used to do anytime you got like a map of like the US, there's always like these ridges on the left side of the country. There's always this ridges, like orange ridges on the maps. And I was like, why is that there? And we found out that that's there because those represent mountains. The left side of the country is very mountainy. I send you a video right now if I could. Could I find it on YouTube? That's the Rocky Mountains. Yeah, exactly, the Rocky Mountains. I could probably just look up like Utah. Um, Let me just look up Utah like landscape or something along the lines of that, and I'm pretty sure I'll find it. All right, let's talk about now. This is random, but I it showed up on the feed yesterday, so I feel the need to talk about it. McDonald's. What the fuck was that? Okay, McDonald's. Have you guys ever been mad at work? Have you guys ever been so mad at work that you just want to hit somebody or slap them? You ever been that mad? Well, how about mad enough to take 100 and something degree hot oil and throw it on your coworker? Yeah. Apparently, apparently, I don't know where this took place because I didn't read the full article, but apparently, um, these two girls got into a fight at McDonald's. The the employees, not the customers, but these two employees got into an argument, and the other employee threw the hot oil onto her face. Listen, I understand getting heated at work. I truly do. I 100% do. But I don't think what the fuck was that? I don't think I would ever get mad enough to take time. She obviously she was already standing by the oil. There's no way she went out because you would have had time to think if you went out of your way to do that. You'd have had a little bit of time to think. She had to have been standing right next to the hot oil, and she's got tired of her bitching or whatnot. And I don't even know if she was bitching, but she's got tired of her whatnot, and just like threw it on her. No, that's some Detroit shit. I'll put my snap in these comments to show you these mountains. Yeah, yeah. Put them in the thing, because I need to look at agriculture. That's probably not the word I'm looking for. um, but yeah, yeah. Just through the whole thing, she's from what I've heard, she's okay. She's still alive. I'm not sure about okay is the right word, but she's still alive. Probably had to get like a lot of skin grafts and stuff. Yes, I remember. You remember me, Kai? What's up, Kai? Add me right now. I'll show you. I don't know how to do that, Lizard. I don't think you can add people on YouTube. By the way, guys, we are close to what we at right now. 2,400 subscribers. If anyone wants to hit the subscribe button, I know that was a left field. I'm sorry. Just reminded me. Um, Actually, no, no, no. Let me tell you guys the angriest I've ever been at work. Well, not even angriest. Okay, so my experience with hot oil, the worst burn I've ever had. Right, I was working at KFC and I was the chicken maker because when you make the chicken, they okay. I had several problems with this KFC specifically, but I don't know if it's like this at every KFC. But when I was working at this KFC, they wanted everything done a specific way. Like the way you had to put the chicken, because first of all, the machine itself was complicated as hell to learn. Like that's first of all. And then when you finally put the chicken in the machine, they wanted it turned and placed in a certain way because if you didn't put it in there a certain way, the pieces would get stuck together and you end up pulling all the skin off of like the other pieces of chicken, right? But it wasn't just that. There were several things they wanted specifically, and they wanted it fast. 'Cause here's the thing: I want to explain to you guys the type of worker I am right now. I'm the kind of worker that okay, I forgot what show it was. It was a show they had. Actually, it might have been Good Luck Charlie. Now that I think about it, but there was a show where they had a triangle, right? They had a triangle, and there was good, fast, and cheap on it, right? Good, fast, and cheap. Now, I'm the kind of worker where if you okay, let's take out cheap. Let's take cheap out of the equation. Let's do good.